Good afternoon, students. Welcome all of you to 10th Standard English class. In the last class, we learnt the summary of the supplementary reader, The Tempest. In this video, we learn the characters and the explanation of the lesson. The Tempest was written by William Shakespeare. The play given in this book is an extract from Charles Lamb's Tales from Shakespeare. The authors Charles Lamb and Mary Lamb had shortened this play for the children to understand easily. And this shortened play is given for 10th standard as a supplementary reader. But in your book, the author Charles Lamb name is only given and Mary Lamb name is not given because in those days women authors were not given importance and they are not identified. So Mary Lamb name was not given. But after passing of days, the situation had changed and Mary Lamb name was also published. Now we will see the characters of this play. First one, Prospero. So Duke of Milan, the meaning of Duke is a king. Second character, Miranda, daughter of Prospero. Third character, Ferdinand. He is a son of King of Naples and later he is married to Miranda. The fourth character, Eril, is a chief spirit of Prospero. There are so many spirits under Prospero because he is a magician. In that, Eril is the chief one, very important one. And the fifth character is a Caliban. He is the son of Sycorax. Sycorax is a witch. The meaning of witch, a woman thought to have magic powers, especially evil ones. And the sixth character, Antonio, is a brother of Prospero. Seventh character, King of Naples. He is the enemy of Prospero. And the last character, eighth one, Gonzalo. He is the well-wisher of Prospero. Now we'll go to the lesson. First paragraph. There was an island in the sea, the only inhabitants of which were an old man named Prospero and his daughter Miranda, a very beautiful young lady. She came to this island so young that she had no memory of having seen any other human face than her father's. The meaning for inhabitants is a person or animal that lives in or occupies a place. Now we will see the explanation for this paragraph. There was an island in the sea. In that only two persons were living. One is Prospero. He is the hero of the play. In Latin, Prospero means prosperity or fortune. And another person, his daughter Miranda, a very beautiful young lady. In Latin, Miranda means wonderful. She came to this island when she was so young. She had no memory of having seen any other human face except her father. Now we move on to the second paragraph. They lived in a cave made of a rock. It was divided into several apartments, one of which Prospero called his study. There he kept his books, which chiefly treated of magic. By virtue of his art, he had released many good spirits from a witch called Sycorax, who had then imprisoned in the bodies of large trees. These gentle spirits were ever after obedient to the will of Prospero. Of this, Ariel was the chief. Now we'll see the meaning for the hard words. Spirits, the non-physical part of a person, which is the seat of emotions and character, the soul. And the next word, virtue, behavior showing high moral standards. Now we'll see the explanation. Here they lived in a cave which was made of rock, and in that cave they divided into several apartments. In that several apartments, one apartment which Prospero called it as a study room, where he kept his books, which was of magic, that he treated them as a chief, a very important one. By his magical power, Prospero had released many good spirits from a witch called Sycorax. Sycorax is a bad spirit who had imprisoned the other spirit into the bodies of a large tree. Sycorax had imprisoned the other spirits. Prospero only released many good spirits from Sycorax, and after that all the spirits became obedient to the will of Prospero. They did whatever Prospero ordered. In that, the chief one is Ariel. Now, we'll see the third paragraph. Ariel took rather too much pleasure in tormenting an ugly monster called Caliban, because he was the son of his old enemy Sycorax. Caliban was employed like a slave to fetch wood and do the most laborious offices, and Ariel had the charge of compelling him to these services. Now we'll see the explanation. In this paragraph, we are going to see one more character, an ugly monster. The meaning of monster is deformed slave, named Caliban. Caliban was the son of Sycorax. Ariel was very much happy because he treated this Caliban like a slave who was an ugly monster. The work given to Caliban was to fetch wood and also to do very difficult work. The meaning of Caliban is very strong and powerful. And Ariel is a spirit where he was invisible, his appearance will not be seen. And he gave many hard work to Caliban and treated him like a slave. Now, we'll see the fourth paragraph. With the help of these spirits, Prospero could command the winds and the waves of the sea. By his orders, they raised a violent storm, in the midst of which he showed his daughter a fine large ship, which he told her was full of living beings like themselves. "Oh, my dear father," said she, "if by your art you have raised this dreadful storm, have pity on their sad distress. See, the vessel will be dashed into pieces. Poor souls, they will all perish." The meaning for the hard words: dreadful, extremely bad or unpleasant; distress, extreme anxiety, sorrow or pain; vessel, here it refers to a ship; perish, die. Now we'll see the explanation. With the help of these spirits, Prospero could do anything. He commanded the winds and the waves of the sea. By his orders, there raised a violent storm. And in the middle, he showed his daughter a very fine ship and also told her that the ship was full of living beings like themselves. After seeing this, His daughter was telling, "Oh, my dear father, because of your skillful art, you have raised a dreadful storm. Have pity on them, father. Please, they will be suffering a lot. See the vessel? Vessel here is the ship. If it get dashed on anything, it will get into pieces. Poor souls here, sad people, they all will die. Save them." Now we'll see the fifth paragraph. "Be not so amazed, Dr. Miranda," said Prospero. "There is no harm done. I have so ordered it that no person in the ship shall receive any hurt. What I have done has been in care of you, my dear child. You are ignorant. Can you remember a time before you came to this cell? I think you cannot, for you were not then 3 years of age." Now we'll see the explanation. Here Prospero is telling to his daughter Miranda, "Don't get frightened on seeing this. I will not do any harm to them. I have ordered in such a way that no one in the ship is going to get hurt. I have done this because in care of you only. Listen to what I am saying," says Prospero. "You are ignorant, that is, you doesn't know anything." Prospero is asking his daughter Miranda, "Do you remember anything before we came to this cave island? I think you could not remember because that time you were only 3 years of age." Now we move to the next paragraph. "12 years ago, Miranda," continued Prospero, "I was Duke of Milan and you were a princess and my only heir. I had a younger brother whose name was Antonio, to whom I trusted everything. My brother Antonio, being thus in possession of my power, began to think himself the duke indeed. The opportunity I gave him of making himself popular among my subjects awakened in his bad nature a proud ambition to deprive me of my dukedom. This he soon effected with the aid of the King of Naples, a powerful prince who was my enemy." The meaning of deprive: to take something important or necessary away from someone. Now we'll see the explanation for this paragraph. Prospero is telling to Miranda that 12 years ago, before coming to this place, he was the king of Milan and you were the princess, only his heir. He had a younger brother whose name was Antonio, where I trusted him for everything. I had given him all the powers to do anything. After that, he began to think himself as a duke, that is, the king. The opportunity which I gave to him of making himself popular among my people had brought out his bad nature. Antonio had an ambition to take out my dukedom fully and thought of becoming the king. Soon he made into action or occur with the help of the King of Naples. King of Naples is a prince who was my enemy. We move on to the next paragraph. We'll see in the book. "Wherefore, said Miranda, did they not that are destroy us?" "My child," answered her father, "they dare not. So dear was the love that my people bore me. Antonio carried us on board a ship, and when we were some leagues out at sea, he forced us into a small boat without either tackle, sail, or mast. There he left us as he thought to perish. But a kind lord of my court, when Gonzalo, who loved me, had privately placed in the boat water, provisions, apparel, and some books which I praise above my dukedom. Oh, my father, said Miranda, what a trouble must I have been to you then? Meaning for the hard words, leagues. People combine for mutual protection of our country. Then the meaning for tackle, all ringing, cranes, etc., utilized on a ship to load something. Sail. The work of sailing is to position or trim the sails or maximize the direction we want to go. The meaning of mast is a tall spar used in a boat. Now we'll see the explanation. After hearing everything, Miranda asked her father why they did not kill or destroy us that time itself. Prospero is answering to Miranda, my dear child, they could not do that because they don't have the dare to do. And the people of Milan also had too much of love towards me. One time, what Antonio, my younger brother, did was he carried us on to a ship and we all sailed in a boat out of a lake. Where we were at the sea, Antonio forced us to go in a small boat where there was no tackle, no sail, and also no mast. Nothing was there on the boat, as he thought we would die in the boat itself. But a kind lord of my court named Gonzalo, who loved me much, had placed water, provisions, dress, and also some books which I loved more than my dukedom. He kept everything without the knowledge of Antonio. After that, Miranda was asking her father, oh, my father, I would have been a great trouble to you on that time. Students, hope you have understood till this. Remaining, we will continue in the next video. Thank you, students.